With loads more boat work looming with no end in the near future, we decided to take a weekend and go for an adventure on someone else's boat. And it did not disappoint. I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Our life rarely goes as planned, and this story is no different. But we are determined to rebuild our beautiful steel boat, even stronger than she was before. And we're bringing you along with us. So we're just getting ready to head out to go sailing with Trevor today, which is pretty awesome. We're going all the way to Victoria to jump on his Sea Dream of Clyde and go out for a sail. But first we're going to hit the market and get some tasty veggies to go along with us. We made it to the boat and it looks like we're going to be able to go out for a sail. As you can maybe hear, it's pretty windy. So we're gonna head out, maybe anchor, maybe come back here tonight. Plan's kind of up in the air, but it should be a good time. So Trevor.
Hey.
What are we doing today?
We're gonna go sailing on this beautiful, sudden summer day. Now that summer arrived, just like that.
Where are we going?
I don't know yet. We're gonna look at the tide and the wind and see how we feel, but maybe Cadbro Bay. We're not gonna go very far, because it's like 2 or something, and there's not a whole lot that's like beyond 6 miles or 20 miles. That's our choices. So we're gonna do the 6 mile thing and just make a choice. There you go. I guess prawn season's opening. Nice ship.
This guy, Jeff?
It's autopilot that I don't have to come to the helm right now. The helm.
Oh yeah, baby.
Already going 4 knots, sweet. It's actually steering itself pretty good, really.
Yeah, you're pretty balanced right now.
We'll attach. I'm gonna jump back here before I harden up. And I'll refit that.
Okay, what would you like me to do?
You can release again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Release?
Yeah, release.
We had a pretty steady wind now. It's not nearly as gusty as it was back near Victoria because of all the air coming off the land. It was gusty through the hills and stuff, but yeah, this is pretty controlled and pretty chill and pretty nice. It picks up a little bit every once in a while and we feel a little bit more, but we're doing 6.2 knots. Pretty solid speed, and yeah, it's a nice day to be out here, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm just standing here. I don't have a job, really.
Boat's that well
I'm not
balanced.
doing anything. I can't see that freighter, sorry.
We were right on the edge of the shipping lane here and got uncomfortably close to a cargo ship. I
That's
see.
kind of a cool shot of the bow wag.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever been this close to.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's a
That
little
is-
tight.
Not a very well-maintained looking boat. Though. Look at the amount of rust on it.
Oh, it's only got a minute.
Crossing the interstate here.
That was pretty close.
Yeah.
That was cool though.
Yeah.
Sailing around Vancouver Island is never dull. And it's not so much because, you know, the sailing's great, as much as it is because the wind constantly changes, but also there's tankers and other boaters that don't really know what they're doing, and logs. There's always a log somewhere nearby. So far on this sail we've had anything from, I don't know, 25 knots to probably 15 knots. We've seen a few logs. We came very, very close to a tanker. It's been pretty smooth. But we've definitely seen a variety of things. We also saw a porpoise. That was pretty cool.
That log's got
But
fingers.
it disappeared before I could get video of it. Oh, there's another log?
That tree,
it's,
that one's got stump on it.
as we start to kind of get closer to where the Gulf Islands start, there's definitely more wood in the water, but yeah, it's been pretty cool so far. Definitely been fun out here. What do you think, Logan?
This is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, super fun.
It's a good stance there too, eh?
Yeah.
I love that. That's where I'm always at. And then I'll put my arm around the backstay. If it's rough,
Oh yeah.
that's just a perfect spot.
Well, like you can lean right into
Yeah,
it
yeah.
if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few rocks and stuff, but yeah, we want to go basically aim at the slight hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's alright if we have to tackle that a couple times. And I'll let you know when to let it go. So that because the babies say you gotta like let it backfill quite a bit, otherwise it won't make it. So yeah, go ahead, Helmsley.
Okay, Helm's Lee.
Okay, there you go.
Here, I can tail.
I got it.
Okay.
What's that?
Got the main sheet over?
No, it's good. Yeah, tack angle's pretty bad.
It's a lot more of a heel.
Is it?
Feels like it.
It's because we've been on the other tack for so long.
So we've almost made it to Cadborough Bay, and it took this long for the wind to die down below probably 15 knots. So we've got the whole main back up, and we're cruising along pretty good again. Well, we're at just under 4 knots, so not great compared to like the 5 to 7 we did most of the sail, but you know, it's not dead like it usually ends up around here, so it's pretty good. So we're maybe an hour away from anchoring, and then we'll get to finally make dinner. And it's been a fantastic day of sailing, so it's great. How are you guys feeling?
Good. It's nice to be back on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to complain right now.
If you try.
I'm
Don't
Cell
give them
phone
that
signal
license.
sucks out here. Actually, it's probably fine.
Probably good. It's not, but it makes it better that it sucks out here.
Yeah.
The sun is not quite as high in the sky as I would like it to be.
So our wind has chilled out a lot, but we're in a weird current zone now. So we're still moving forward, but every once in a while the current catches us and pulls the boat over a little bit. And there's quite a few boils and just like choppy looking water, even though there's not much wind. It's pretty interesting.
Keep the ear out.
And there's a bit of an overfall somewhere around here. So, so we're still flying along in the direction that we want to be, luckily, but yeah, it's not nearly as currenty as it is in lots of places along the coast here, but you definitely feel it, that's for sure. Currenty. That's a technical term.
Okay. We'll take a silence and get to it. Goals! Whoa, that's a glaucus! 4.3. Yeah, it's like 2 knots against this case.
And then it was time to attempt to anchor without turning on the motor. We came in doing about 4 knots and dropped the sails as we started to let the chain down.
Put the bow in the wind and then drop the bait.
Into the wind.
That's good. Then John, go ahead and drop the bait.
Which one was the bait? I got it. Okay.
And let the sheen go on the bait. Yes.
Hard to port.
How's it feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
We'll see what happens in a second.
Do you ever back the sail?
For doing the sail on anchor?
Yeah.
I've never bothered. I usually just let the boat stop, and then this is kind of ideal conditions because there's enough of a breeze that's going to set us and get at least like put a bit of tension onto the anchor for us. If it's super light and you just drop anchor, then it's probably not even dug in. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty good. There we come around.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. Sweet.
Well, it's happened. We sailed onto anchor. So pretty much since we left Victoria Harbor, we've been sailing. Well, not pretty much. That's exactly what happened. And right onto anchor, which is pretty awesome.
I don't like engines.
We tried to do this one other time and we couldn't because we lost the wind as we got into the bay. This time the wind is blowing off land and it's perfect for anchoring, so it's great. And yeah, Trevor's kind of obsessed with not starting the engine, so he was very determined to sail onto anchor and not have to motor the entire time, which he nailed, so it's pretty great.
I'm very caring with my engine. I don't like to, stress it out with little in and out anchor business if I don't have to,
Fair enough.
Just don't even use it.
And we're on a sailboat, so like, why wouldn't we try to use the sails as much as we can, right? But anyway, pretty awesome. We are now in Cadborough Bay, and hopefully we can have some dinner finally. Okay, so tonight for dinner we have a garden salad, all from Qualicum Farmers Market today. Freaking amazing. Everything is so good and so full of flavor and so healthy that you don't even need to eat like nearly as much to get full. And then we have tiny tuna steaks. I've never tried this kind of tuna, so we'll see how it tastes, but it sounds good. Trevor eats it lots apparently. Trevor's got a salmon, and he's also cooking potatoes for us, which we're gonna put garlic scapes in. So, our garlic, I don't know what you call this. It's like spring garlic.
She called it green garlic.
It's basically a baby garlic before it's at the point where it looks like a garlic. And you just cut it up like chives or like an onion. So yeah, it should be a really tasty meal. And now I have to remember to film the meal when it's done. I'd say remind me, but you can't because you're on the other side of a camera watching this video and not in real life, so hopefully Logan or Trevor remind me.
A big honking piece of spring salmon that was surprisingly at 50s. Smells pretty good. Stoked. So that's what it felt like. I had to hang on until this boat. And there's
Is this the most you've ever enjoyed a city?
Oh, we're not in the city. We're on the water, Taryn.
Maybe. Yeah, that's perfect.
pretty tasty spring salmon too.
Are you excited?
I am. Love this stuff. Just getting ready to go up the mast. Most folks would use a bowsman chair, which works just fine, but you gotta haul somebody up. But I got given this really sweet thing called the mast mate, this cool little bag, and it's got sliders on it for the mainsail track, and you just hoist this puppy up, and it gives you these sling steps, and you just go up. So I still get a belay up there in the off chance that the main halyard would fail for some reason and drop me down. My Windex flew off sometime this winter, so this is a replacement one. So I'll be able to see which direction the wind is coming from. Right now I've just been having to use my eyes and my senses more and looking at the sails, which has actually been a good training opportunity, but it is nice to have this guy looking up. So that's what we're gonna do now.
You can see more info about the Mastmate over on Trevor's channel, Sailing Sea Dream of Clyde. We couldn't get the new Windex installed, but it was fun to see this piece of equipment in use anyway. So there's some gusts picking up right now, but once these have passed, we're gonna try to actually sail off the anchor. So that's cool. If we can do that and get going and catch some wind the rest of the way home, we'll have actually spent this entire adventure sailing, minus going in and out of Victoria Inner Harbor when we're not allowed to sail. So, fingers crossed we can pull this off.
When it starts sounding really fast, let me know when it sounds really fast, like when it's off the ground.
Successfully sailed off the anchor just to end up in very light winds. But we haven't turned the motor on yet. We were down to 0.6 knots. We had no wind, but we had a little bit of current still moving us forward. And since then we've had maybe 5 knots downwind pretty much. Keep doing a little bit of jibing and straight wing on wing, and we're moving forward again. We just finally found more wind. We're heading straight for the island.
Use the E word. No, we're still going this way.
Are we?
Yeah, with the current.
We're just pointing straight towards the island.
We're doing the beam tube.
We're almost in the center of the spring.
Here we go.
Nope.
Just for a second there, that was nice.
Oh. What?
Nice day to be out here, though, that's for sure.
This is the moment when orcas come by and reward us for our patience.
That'd be great. That'd be a good time for sure. Well, looking at the water, it looks like we have some wind, but the reality is we don't. We just have current. And the current is kind of spinning the boat. So we're almost dead in the water where we are, but we're very determined to not put the engine on. So, I don't know. What do you think, Captain?
Oh, we've only been drifting for a minute, so we're good to go. We're drifting the right direction, that way. Again, this is what we call the drifting anchorage on Seadream Clyde. So no worries at all. But there is wind over there, over there, and over there. It's not right here. So we're at like kind of this weird convergence zone where there's wind coming down Harrow Strait from the north, and there seems to be almost like a westerly developing coming up Juan de Fuca Strait, even though it's supposed to be east. So it's gotten light, obviously, and we may be able to drift. I think we're going to drift into the wind in a second here. I might just want to take a kind of wide berth around Discovery Islands and this area where the wind is fluky and converging and not really helping us.
Well, as you can see, we have a little bit of wind, enough to actually keep wind in the sails. So we're moving again at what? Oh, 2.6.
2.5. We are sailing beautifully under this forecasted 20 knots. It is exactly accurate.
You can see that beautiful wind line just in the distance.
No. That big pink ship.
What you so excited about there, Trevor?
I think there's a fender up ahead here, folks. Probably the result of using a clove hitch to tie your fender on your boat. That's probably why that's there.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to try and get it and see what Logan's skills at the boat hook are. I think they're going to be good. Looking forward to this. Hopefully it's not just styrofoam.
I can be the hooker.
Somebody's got to be.
Not a fender.
No, it's a styrofoam.
Little to port.
Nice.
Oh, it's got some seafood on it.
Oh, those poor clams. They all closed as soon as you pulled it out of the water. That's been in there a while.
Yeah. Who wants lunch?
Looks like it came from a
Mussels.
dock or something.
Yeah. Nice, sweet.
I really got that one good.
You did.
Did you ever?
Smelly. That's a yogurt container. We're flying now, look at this. I really feel like the wind got much stronger, but
3.9 knots. Alright, so we see there's more garbage up here. We're going to save even more ocean today, guys. What did you think it was, Trevor?
I don't know yet. I think there's like a pretty big ball of seaweed straight ahead here, Logan. We'll want to avoid. What is this? It could be one of those stupid balloons.
Oh, it does look
Looks like a balloon, doesn't it?
Okay, hold that. Another hair to port.
Oh, it's a Mother's Day balloon. Oh, nice
Nicely
job.
done.
Woo!
Rainbow
Nailed
balloon.
it.
Balloon rain.
Yeah, now don't let it go again.
Best ever. So this says best ever.
Best mom ever.
Does it say mom?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. So this is from today, apparently. And someone's like, I'm gonna get this from mom. And maybe mom got excited and dropped it. Hopefully we'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but.
Oh, what's that? Is that more garbage?
It is more garbage.
Okay, more garbage. Here we
What
go.
a time to be
High
alive.
octane garbage getting, folks. What do we got here? Might be some
It looks like toilet
soft
paper.
plastic, perhaps.
Last way?
Okay, that's nice course, a tab to port. Okay, perfect right there. Ah! Oh, we missed that one.
No! It broke when you grabbed it.
What is that? That looks like.
Styrofoam.
Is it? Well, that's how you know it's windy.
Yeah, it's our wind indicator.
I mean, you just have to get used to the different tones.
Take that.
So, Taryn, how's it going?
It's good. It's a beautiful day out today. I'm going very slow. Well, 3.5 knots now, so it's not that slow. slow compared to yesterday with our freaking 7 knots. But we are making time, we're almost back. There's a few more logs in the water, but it's looking pretty clear. We don't have to deal with any more tankers right now, which is great, or cargo ships. And we actually have wind. So we're on course to make it all the way back without having started the motor since we left Victoria Harbor, so that's pretty awesome. Feels pretty good. This whole day felt like a game of tag with the wind, and often not one that we were winning.
We are about a mile or less short of Ogden Point, and the wind appears to be peacing out. There's wind up on that flag. Actually, it looks kind of limp now. Wind over there, but it might be time to fire up the Iron Horse after 24 hours. We didn't use it the whole time until maybe now, but we're gonna give it 10 minutes, let the wind have a chance to redeem itself. If not, we will power up as we are drifting towards rocks. Out. Well, I think we've exercised quite a bit of patience. The Mother's Day balloon here is showing there is a slight bit of wind, but not enough for our big canvas sails to do much of anything. We are going, let's see here, 0.6 knots, so it's gonna take us 2 hours to get to Ogden Point at that rate. And there's a few things I'd like to do this afternoon, so I might just turn the engine on, give it a little bit of a run up to the dock, so that's it.
We got so close to making it all the way back to Victoria without turning the engine on. So I'm gonna call that a win. We were like, what are we, like a nautical mile away from the inside harbor? Yeah, half a nautical mile away. Close enough. Thanks so much for watching. An extra big shout out to Trevor for inviting us along with him and providing some of this footage. And another big thank you to our patrons for helping to make these videos possible. See you next week.